England and Croatia have met on the football pitch a few times in the past, but never at the FIFA World Cup. Records show that the difference between the two teams have at best been marginal in previous encounters, either in qualifiers for the Euro Championships, qualifiers for the World Cup, or international friendlies. Both teams never met at any World Cup tournament, but of the 5 times they have met, England have picked victories on 3 occasions, while the Croats have only come away with 2. But it has been observed that these statistics seldom count, especially when the stakes are really high. On current form, there is not much to choose between these two, but an uncanny touch of individual brilliance, a brainwave from an astute bench, mental alertness, a favorable referee decision or lack of it, precise finishing, or even luck are all potential determinants of the eventual outcome of this match. As they always say, may the better side win. Croatia coach Latko Dilic says the team is not in any way under pressure ahead of their semi-final game against England at the Luzhniki Stadium on Wednesday. Dalic, in a pre-match conference on Tuesday, said, "We know we are playing against a very good team. We're expecting another style of football tomorrow. Maybe it's more appropriate to us, but we have no pressure. We'll play relaxed. We have come to enjoy football." England coach Gareth Southgate says his players will have to keep their mental simulation in the right place ahead of the semi-final clash against Croatia on Wednesday. Southgate, in a pre-match conference, said, "Our schedules are set now. It is a sort of cut and paste for the 3 days leading into the game. We have to keep the mental simulation in the right place because routine is good. But also you don't want boredom and you don't want a loss of energy. But I think for a game like this, there is enough energy and enough excitement anyway." So keeping things as they've been is critical, and the players entirely agree with that. Former England midfielder Paul Scholes has attributed England's performance at Russia 2018 World Cup to the playing style of Pep Guardiola brought to the Premier League. Scholes, while speaking in a sports program, said Gareth Southgate's pattern of play in the World Cup is the same as the tiki-taka which Guardiola was known for while in Barcelona. Former Tottenham manager Harry Redknapp says England's toughest game will be against Croatia in the semi-final on Wednesday and urged the players to be wary. Redknapp, while speaking on Tuesday on a sports program, said Croatia have got a togetherness about them that makes them special. "It's a small country, but I've managed a lot of Croatian players and they've all been great lads. They've got a real bond between them." Samuel Umtiti was the unlikely hero as his 51st minute strike proved enough to seal France's passage to yet another World Cup final, the second in 12 years following their 1-0 win over Belgium on Wednesday night. The Belgians were finally forced to surrender their 24-match unbeaten record and 5 in the ongoing tournament after Barcelona defender Umtiti leaped far ahead the sea of Belgian heads to nod in Antoine Griezmann's corner to send the Blue fans at the St. Petersburg Stadium into a frenzy. The win now means France will play the winner of the England-Croatia second semi-final clash at the Luzhniki Stadium on Wednesday.
Follow Hot Sports on social media. We are at HotsportsNG on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.